Let's move on and talk about this, what is playing out in the All Progressive Congress, which we understand, of course, you are a sympathizer of the APC and a member of the APC. What is playing out in your party, this leadership tussle and drama?
Well, my colleague, the journalist, must be up and doing. We must be straightforward. There must be ethics and etiquette of our profession. We should be the watchdog of the society and we must be balanced all the time. So let me come back to the issue of our party. Well, we have seen what the Supreme Court, the document they did, and it was 4-3, the judgment. Akeredolu lost that governorship. But we are advising our party what Kiamo said and what the opinion of Nigeria. We don't want a situation where today, Saturday, they are going ahead with their consensus. But we are also advising them, it's clear, it's clear there. If the Supreme Court can say, if the acting
chairman, yes.
Yes, if he had been joined in that judgment, it could have been a different thing.
So it was a narrow escape for your party.
So for our party, what we are saying, all the leaders of the parties and the stakeholders must call an emergency meeting. Let them come together and let them, the acting chairman, extraordinary committee, let him stay aside.
All right. Yes.
You cannot be having two functions at the same time. So that when we hold our elections from one level to local government, to the governorship, to the assembly, and to the presidency, in the nearest future, the Supreme Court will not overcome all the elections that might have been held.
All right.
That is my own, candid advice to all of them. We must
all right, for a moment, I mean maybe in 5 minutes or less, gentlemen, I need your reactions very quickly before we move on to the other issues. The APC, is the APC in trouble?
Yes, the APC is in big trouble.
It sounds like good news. It sounds like good news to PDP sympathizers.
No, not necessarily to PDP sympathizers. The thing is this: we are Nigerians. We are affected by actions taken by politicians. Now, when politicians overreach themselves, it affects us as Nigerians. The simple thing is this: we've been harping on, respect for the rule of law, and when a party cannot respect its own constitution, then how can such a party legitimately claim to be leading Nigerians in their best interest? I mean, when a party is citing the secretary of a party, national secretary, purported national secretary of a party, is citing certain provisions of his constitution and overlooking other provisions of the constitution that even says that he's occupying that office is illegal. What is he talking about? You cannot put nothing on nothing. The immediate past legal advisor of APC, Babatunde Ogala, SAN, has already told them what to do. Recall the NWC members, except Adams Oshomole, who was removed by an order of the court. Ajimobi, the former governor of Oyo, who was deputy national chairman, has passed on. So recall the NWC members. Begin from there. But any one, the board of trustees is not properly constituted.
They don't have any.
You cannot. They don't have any. So you cannot go from that point. So he has told them that, having studied everything, in the interest of a party, I mean, they should go back to that NWC, reconcile them, and then now move from there. But any other action they take on this matter will only just send the ship facing the rocks, and it will disintegrate. Already an APC chieftain has gone to federal high court in Abuja, saying that the court, praying the court to stop the congresses. Now, in some states, in Imo, in Bayelsa, in some other states, they've obtained court orders have been obtained, stopping the congresses. In some states, in Kwara, Lai Mohammed, who is the Minister of Information, and the governor are daggers drawn. So there is no unanimity. Now, the party, the national leadership, is threatening members who decide to go to court over this matter. But at the same time, Magnus Abe, some days ago, who is the chief of APC in Rivers State, he said they have not been told anything about the congresses. So they don't know anything. So
right.
What are we talking about?
I'm sure this is great news.
No, it's not, it depends. It depends.
No, but I'm sure it's great news for the PDP.
I can't speak for PDP.
Yes, of course you can't speak for, but of course we know that.
No, but let me say this. No, but
let's hear your thoughts, General.
You see, if APC as a party has done well to Nigeria and for Nigerians in the last 6 years or thereabout, this is going to be sad news for Nigerians. But if APC has done otherwise in the last 6 years, that probably will show you how Nigerians will receive this news. So, for me, it's APC. I'm not a CATCA member of the APC. If APC, I have my personal opinion about APC, but that is not enough to influence it on Nigeria. And like you said, whatever the politicians, but their actions has a large import on us as people.
Nigerians, citizens.
So if APC is the vehicle that has been offering Nigeria fantastic governance we've ever witnessed since independence, this news is a sad news, is a disastrous news.
Well, looking at the PDP, the Supreme Court's judgment that reestablishing or affirming Governor Rotimi Akeredolu's election. Somebody said if I were a Yitai Ojegede, my lawyer would refund that money.
Well,
for making such a mistake.
No, it depends.
Because it could have gone either way.
Let me tell you something. You see, when it comes to politicking and something, please do not stake your neck out or probably stake your money or life on anything. You might. I'm not saying this that's what happened. But what if it was a deliberate act and out of omission by Jegede's camp?
What if it was?
What if politicians it's not about negotiation. So I would not stick my neck out and say, because whether he likes it or not. Akeredolu will finish his tenure, and it's going to be an open field and a level playing ground for everybody in 4 years. Is it 2-3 years time? So for him, he probably looks at it and everything. Okay, fine, let's just do this deliberate act of omission. I'm not saying that was what happened.
All right.
So, but back to this issue of APC's crisis. If APC, and like he said, you can't build something on nothing. You cannot be a custodian or probably a lover of illegality, abuse of power and processes, and you want to be entrusted with rules of upholding laws and rules and due process in the land.
All right.
So for
APC let's see if we can get some feedback.
Okay, for APC to convince Nigerians that they mean well, they can establish or probably maintain rule of law, they should put their house in order and maintain this. In fact, because the APC constitution is a fragment, it's not even up to a tenth of the 1999 constitution.
Okay.
So if they cannot uphold that and obey that, I just try to convince Nigerians that they can obey.
Let's take some feedback.